Hi, I'm Hyundai the Dietitian, and welcome to Healthy Made Simple, where I show you how to make healthy eating simple. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I made these delicious 3-ingredient air fryer salmon nuggets. These are a great protein option for a quick meal at dinner time. They also hold great as leftovers for lunch the next day. So all you need for this is going to be just 3 ingredients of salmon, olive oil spray, and some seasoning, and you're good to go. You have a delicious meal very quickly. So if you're interested to see how I put this together, stay tuned for my step-by-step instructions on these salmon nuggets for a quick, easy, simple protein option on a weeknight. Alrighty, let's go. Alright, here are the ingredients for this really easy dish. You're going to need 3 pieces of salmon, and these are about 6 to 8 ounces each, and they are these Kirkland farm-raised Atlantic salmon packages that come individually packaged in the frozen aisle. And then you're also going to need an olive oil spray. I just have the one from Trader Joe's, nothing fancy. And then the Flavorgod everything seasoning is what I like to use with salmon, but you can use any other seasoning you like. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with cutting up the salmon into about 1-inch cubes. So I'm going to cut it in half and then cut that in half again. And then I'm going to take this half and I'm going to cut this into thirds, and that's going to give me about a 1-inch cube. That's what you're looking for, and try to keep the sizes as uniform as possible when you're cutting. That's about the size you're going for the amount of cook time that I'm going to be showing you in this video. And then once you cut all of your salmon pieces, you're going to put them in a bowl, and we're going to spray them with the olive oil spray. Now you're more than welcome to just use regular olive oil at this part. I just use the spray since I'm going to be using the spray later on with the air fryer. So just didn't want to add another ingredient, but make sure you get plenty of olive oil on your salmon pieces and mix that around so everything is nicely coated in olive oil. And once you make sure that your salmon's coated with the olive oil, next we're going to season. And this part is really simple since I'm just using the everything seasoning. And I'm going to be very generous with my seasoning here. I like to do it in 2 batches. I do my first batch, give that a good mix around, and then I do another batch of seasoning. There is no sort of breading or anything else that's going on. It's literally just olive oil and seasoning. So feel free to be generous about it. And with pre-mixes like this one that are lower in salt, it's easier to go a little bit more heavy-handed. There's my second round of seasoning that I'm putting in so that I can make sure all the pieces are going to be very flavorful. And with the amount of seasoning that you saw, honestly, I probably could have used a little bit more, but it was a good amount for my son. But for an adult portion, maybe a little bit more seasoning would be great, actually. All right, so once you get all of your seasoning in there, we're going to go turn on our air fryer next. So I like to preheat my air fryer. I'm going to preheat it to 400 for 3 minutes, and during this time I'm just letting my salmon sit and kind of absorb all that seasoning before it goes in the air fryer. And once it's been preheated, we're first going to spray it with the olive oil spray. So you do need your olive oil spray for this part, hence why I just used it with the salmon earlier. And I'm going to put my salmon nuggets directly in there. Try to make sure you give them as much space as possible. I do have a bigger air fryer, so I was able to fit all of them in there. But if you have a smaller air fryer and you're making a big batch, you may need to do this in 2 batches instead of all at once. And there you go. They were pretty tightly packed in there, but it turned out okay. All right, so we're going to put this into the air fryer next, and it's going to go into the air fryer at 400 degrees for 3 minutes to start out. And then after 3 minutes, we're going to pull them out, and I do like to flip these guys around. Now, you don't have to take the time to flip them around. This is a very tedious process. I like to do this. I think you can get away with just giving it a good shake to kind of get them separated from the bottom of the pan and get them kind of tossed around a little bit. I just like taking the time to flip them all around to make sure I get a good even cook. But once you do that, it's going to go back into the air fryer. It looked like that. Some of it kind of broke apart a little bit, which was fine. But back into the air fryer it goes at 400 for another 3 minutes, and then it's done. That's it. It's total of 6 minutes in the air fryer, and you get these juicy, delicious salmon bites. So you don't have to fire your whole oven to make some salmon. You can do it easily in the air fryer and have a great protein option on the side. So what I did with this is I paired it with some orzo and veggies on the bottom, and this was a really filling, delicious meal. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this gave you a great idea. Thank you so much for watching Healthy Made Simple. Please be sure to stay tuned for more videos, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.